Well, hi. Today is Monday, July 14th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. I am happy to report that the fireworks that I hear have been greatly reduced. And in fact, I thought that I was hearing fireworks Friday night. Nah, it turned out to be thunder. I was camping at Botna Bend and outside of Hancock. And boy, what a great trip that was. I'm going to tell you all about that trip on this episode of Morning Coffee, but also thank you everyone for finally running out of fireworks because I needed to sleep. I get it. I understand the part about it's fun to blow stuff up. It's not so fun when you don't like jump scares. And there's a lot of us that have a problem with it, including military veterans with PTSD. Yeah, these guys don't sleep and during this time. And I think that we need to figure out a better way of doing it. Again, just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. But I know too many that really, really struggle during when all of the fireworks are going off, and especially when they're going off when it's not that July 4th or July 3rd, and you're doing it and you shouldn't be. So try to, in the future, keep these guys in mind. I don't know what the answer is. I get that everybody has freedoms, but we're hurting people. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents, and we can argue about that some other time. All right. My trip to Botna Bend. I'm going to tell you about it here in just a moment. First, I wanted to remind you that if you or someone you love needs in-home care, Home Care Advocacy Network helps you maintain your own privacy in your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch. Aging in place can be critical for many people. Home Care Advocacy Network can meet those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. HCAN of Southwest Iowa brings the personal touch to care at home in Council Bluffs, Glenwood, Red Oak, Clarinda, and all the surrounding communities. Visit hcan.com/Southwest Iowa to learn more. One of my favorite people is Sue Pitts, and she has a business called Just Sue Creative. She can help your business with website design, search engine optimization, content creation, marketing, everything you need to take your company to the next level. She really has a passion for small businesses. And a great starting point is to go to her website, justsuecreative.com. You're going to find a button there that says free consultation. Click on it. Get on her schedule and see what she can do for you. justsuecreative.com. And since 1870, Avila Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs. Whether you need a loan, would like to start a new business account, need to save money for a trip, or are looking to open a personal checking account, Avila's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avila.bank to learn more. Camping at Botna Bend. This was my first time camping there. I've been to the park before, sure, but this was the first time that I'd ever gone camping. And I'm telling you, I think that this has now become my favorite park inside of the Potawatomi County Park System. It's been tons of fun over the weekend, and we got a chance to see the elk, saw the buffalo. I'm going to tell you about that experience here in just a second. But the tent sites were very, very spacious, probably the most spacious of any place that I've been ever, other than going the time that I camped in the national park or national forest in Colorado. I mean, there was pretty big spaces there, but Botna Bend, their tent sites are really quite spacious. So if you're looking for some room to stretch out and you like the more primitive style of camping, definitely Botna Bend. And also on the RV side, now I don't have an RV, but a lot of folks that were there were camping, and there's full hookups. I mean, you've got water and septic and electricity, all of it there at a very reasonable price. And those sites were pretty full, not completely. There were still some that were available. The tent sites, however, there's very few of us, not very many of us at all. I think I only saw one other tent. And then yesterday when we were leaving, we saw someone else there setting up. But other than that, no, I didn't really see a whole lot in the tent area. The hiking there was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't aware of what those trails were. They're cut through native prairie grass, and you just kind of meander through tons of wildflowers, tons of birds. There's a lot of different species of birds that are there, and it was a really, really nice hike. So I also because I didn't know that much about it. I wasn't aware of the North Campground at Botna Bend. And that was a surprise. When I got over there and saw it, there was, I think, two, maybe three people there, and the rest of it was empty. And then the trail that went from the North Campground, and I think it's called the Rail Trail, and hiked along the edge and ended up back where the enclosure is for the buffalo or the bison. And as I'm hiking along, all of these animals are pretty close to the fence and they're grazing, and there is calves there. And one of the mothers saw me and started eyeing me and walked along with me as I was going, just keeping an eye, making sure that everything was fine. I got up far enough and came up on a calf. It was actually one of the white ones. And it was spooked just a little bit when it saw me and it jumped. Well, that was enough to make the rest of them a little bit irritated. And there's a big giant bull that started snorting at me. And I just kept moving. There wasn't anything else I could do. I'm on a trail. There's nowhere else to go. So I just kept walking, and he's walking along with me and getting angrier and angrier. And eventually he turned and he charged, and he butted his head up right against the fence pretty hard and right where I was at. And I was very, very close to one of these animals. Fortunately, they did a good job with the fencing and it kept him in, but he was none too happy that I was there. So that can get your adrenaline going just a touch. But then hiked the rest of the way back and spent the rest of the day drying out my shoes from all the dew that was there. A little bit of rain on Friday night, wasn't bad at all. Had a great campfire. The river was also a surprise. I was out there a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and it was just kind of just not a lot of water in it. Now, altogether different. It's roaring, and it's not something that you're going to want to get into. It's really moving quickly. So, did get down next to it, tried to skip some rocks I can't do that in a really fast when there's a fast current going by. I wasn't very good at that at all. But still, it was a wonderful trip. The weather was almost perfect. I don't know that I would have changed very much at all. Flies were pretty prevalent, but personally, I only saw a couple of mosquitoes. Saw a lot of spiders. Those daddy long legs, saw a lot of those. But other than that, didn't really see much for bugs at all. And the hiking was, as I said, was just really, really nice. And the weather was almost perfect. So that means that I have camped at all of the parks that have camping for the county park system in Pottawatomie County, except for one, and that's Old Town. I haven't been there yet. Old Town doesn't have modern facilities. They do have some sites with electricity. There is water there, but they don't have a shower house or any of those, where the other campgrounds do, such as Arrowhead and also Hitchcock, and Botna Bend too. And very clean. It was wonderful. And again, except for one spot where a kid who'd been eating s'mores got marshmallow all over the handle. That's just part of camping, and I know that they were having tons of fun. I was also surprised it was very quiet, even with as many folks that were there. The sound just doesn't travel all that much. It was a very quiet time, and really was able to recharge and relax and get ready for a new week. So thank you to Pot Conservation for all of the hard work that they do. Thank you to the camp hosts that are there. There was 3 different camp hosts at Botna Bend. I've only talked with one of them, but she did a fantastic job. And I've talked with the camp hosts that are at Arrowhead, and I've talked with them at Hitchcock too. These folks do a wonderful job, and very thankful that this is how they've chosen to spend their time, by helping others be able to relax. Needed some firewood. They brought it right up to me. And that's something else, that you can get firewood in the county park system a whole lot cheaper than you can buy it anywhere else. I got a big armload, enough for a complete night, and still had some left over for the next morning for $5. I mean, that's it. So, and plus, if you like tent hiking, it's $10. It's $10 a night to tent hike, or to tent camp at in the county park system in Pottawatomie County. So it's very, very affordable. And I think that our county park system rivals any in the state. They've done just such a wonderful job. And thank you to all the volunteers that make that happen. I know that you can see how much work goes into it. And it was just a really wonderful time. So thank you so much to everybody that was a part of it. We've got a big week this week, a lot of interviews coming up. And also, we're going to have Dave and Cassie Lawrence on again very, very soon. We're shooting for tomorrow, if schedules will permit. Dave and Cassie Lawrence have the organization Sail On and Fly High. Their golf tournament is coming up at the end of the month, and they're going to be raising money to help fight stigma against mental illness and just raise awareness for everything that it is that they're doing. And we're going to have them on to talk a little bit more about how that's going. I do know that they just recently they were looking for silent auction items. So if you want to donate something towards a wonderful cause, sailonandflyhigh.org is their website, and you can get a hold of Cassie or Dave Lawrence that way and be able to donate. Also encourage you take a look and see if they've got any space left for the outing too, for the golf outing. They've running foursomes, and Dave is the first to say it. That if you're a competitive golfer and you're looking for something that is really going to get those competitive juices flowing, this is not the tournament for you. They're into having fun. It's not, the point is not to try to better your golf game, if you will. So that conversation's coming up very soon. We've also have ThinkSpace IT scheduled again. Jessa and Jason Erickson, always a great time talking with them. If you go back and watch the previous episode, they were talking about tech in movies and how much of it is accurate, how much of it is just plain fabricated, and it's kind of a fun episode. So I encourage you to go back and watch that as well. S&B Country Kennel has become the top spot in Southwest Iowa when you need to know your dog will receive only the best. Boarding, daycare, grooming, self-washing, training, and even a membership available to a dog park that's over an acre in size. S&B Country Kennel also has rescue dogs, so check with them about adoption possibilities. S&B Country Kennel, located just west of I-29 on Bungie Avenue, south of Council Bluffs. If you're looking to elevate your wrestling game, join the best wrestler in Council Bluffs, where champions are forged. Founded by Olympian George Ivanoff and his father, elite coach Ivan Ivanoff. The club is built on 3 pillars: wrestling, academics, and career. Train with world-class coaches who produced Olympians, world champions, and national title holders. Their state-of-the-art facility at the Iowa West Fieldhouse offers programs for all ages and skill levels. Let me repeat that: all ages and skill levels. Whether you are a seasoned wrestler or just getting started, they have something for you at The Best Wrestler. So go to thebestwrestler.com, learn more, start your journey today. And when you're feeling stuck in uncertainty, conflict, or miscommunication, The Spiral of Accountability by Carol Horner is your guide to breaking free from the fog that clouds decision-making and relationships. Learn how to recognize negative cycles, shift your mindset, and build a culture of clarity and collaboration at work, at home, and in life. So if you're ready to spiral up, get your copy on Amazon, or even better, go to Carol's website, spiralofaccountability.com. Start your journey to a healthier, more productive team. I can't say it enough times that if you enjoy camping, we have a great county park system here in Potawatomi County, and I would encourage you to get out. Like I said, I haven't camped at Old Town yet, so I can't give a review, but the others, all stellar. It just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for really primitive, including hike-in camping, you can do that at Hitchcock. And also Arrowhead, it's very, very family-friendly at Arrowhead. They've got the lake. They've got canoe rentals. You can fish. You can do all of the things right there by the water. And then Botna Bend, which sits by the river. And as I said before, water was a little bit high this weekend. It looked, yesterday morning, it looked like maybe it was starting to go back down again. I could see the level of where the water was, and it had gone down just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little. So hopefully that'll get a little bit more under control. I know the first time that I was out there at Botna Bend, I could hear kids splashing around and playing in the river. Not this time. Nope, it was way too deep and way too quick. So, but as I said, we've got something for everyone here. So stick around in the coming weeks and months. Hopefully, I'll be able to get out to Old Town and tell you how that experience is. But until then, my name's Todd Studer. Have a great Monday.